Hey Taurus, it's me here, Krystal Clear. Happy to deliver to you November 2024's reading. I'm going to start by pulling 2 cards for the overall energy of the month, one coming into the month and one as you leave the month. So coming into the month, we have apples. To taste, one must swallow it whole, and beneath the satin flame hides drowning waters. Quench your thirst, Taurus, at the beginning of the month. As you leave the month, we've got voices with the tug at the gut. Feel them romance your very breath. Listen to the gentle flickering within your eyes, for this is where they guide. Yeah, your intuition. A quench to a thirst, right? At the beginning of the month, wanting to quench a thirst, which feels like intuition. And intuition is definitely connected to water. And our emotions are connected to water. And so I do feel, number one, first and foremost, here in the month of November, some water rituals can definitely be helpful as you harvest. This feels like you are doing some work here in November to collect the apples, right? And the apples are so important. They're such a great Organic apples are such a great food for sure. And as we care for them properly, they really bring nourishment into our life, but they take time to grow and we have to harvest them, and that can sometimes take work. So I do feel like that as you start this month, you might be a bit, either you have a lot of decisions to make, or you've just come off of a really busy month and you've really been working and focusing and being really diligent. And like you've been putting in a lot of either physical labor or physical work. And by the end of the month, and with the healing of water and with the intuitive muscle kind of coming back, and with the voices, I feel as if you start to hear where you need a bit better self-care. So Taurus is great for the physical, how you can do things, how disciplined you can be, and how focused sometimes you can be, but sometimes you forget about yourself in that process. Sometimes you forget about your feelings in that process. And so I feel like this is a moment, this November is just a moment for you to like put the apples down and eat some apple pie, or just to really enjoy the month and just to relax. And listen to your intuition to see what comes next. But to let November really be a reflective month for you, Taurus, where you can just kind of relax and reflect. Let's see what Spirit has to say about that. So we've got the moon energy. For sure, tending to your emotions is going to be important. We've got the moon, which is connected again to water because it's connected to our emotions. We've got 6 of Pentacles. Yes, this is a time of receiving. So like that rest, reflection, and receiving. 8 of Cups, some spiritual self-care. Healing the mind and the emotions. And finally, 3 of Cups. It's that celebration. We don't have to work so hard. We can celebrate the work that we've done, that you've done, Taurus. So for sure, I can see... Taurus is likely, if you're going to relax, you're going to cut yourself off from the world. And I don't sense that for some of you, you can just do that. But I feel like you've been working so extra much. You've been working a lot lately, Taurus. And it's time for you to tend to your emotions. When the moon comes in, first and foremost, Spirit is indicating to look deep into the emotions of all the work that you've done. So if it's work for your family, it can be home responsibilities. Taurus really focuses on caring for their home and themselves, or it can also feel like financial work. But these are the areas. It might be partnership too, but with partnership, it doesn't feel as physically grinding. The partnership would be more of the emotional side of things. I feel like your relationships with people likely kept your emotions grounded. But all of this physical work that you've been doing for some sort of transition and change within your work or your finances or your home life, It's time for you to relax and enjoy that, and to see and to be proud of the work that you did. Six of Pentacles, to receive. Some of you might even be getting either all of the work that you've done in the workplace gets you a promotion, or gets you an opportunity to expand your clients' like book of business. It just feels like there's an elevation in finances coming for Taurus after this month. This rest and relaxation is like opening your hands to receive the abundance. So if you keep your hands closed or you keep your hands busy with other projects, it's going to be hard to receive the abundance. So Spirit is encouraging to relax and rest this month, and to look into the emotions and to enjoy the celebrations, the lightheartedness. You've moved on. You've made some big changes and some big progress. So it's important to enjoy those changes and to not doubt the work that you've done. So I'm going to pull one card here, see Spirit's advice. We've got look at the bigger picture. And that's really it. Like really look at that bigger picture. Take a step back, Taurus, and look at all that you have done, especially over that last month of October. But take a look at all that you have done and all that you have worked for. You deserve this elevation, and it's the full moon in Sagittarius, and the full moon in Sagittarius is up for an adventure. They're ready for something new. So I do feel that November is that quiet month for Taurus to enjoy the season, enjoy the moment, to rest and reflect before either in December or January there's like that expansion comes, right? So when you've got your hands open and all of the opportunities come in, right? The Six of Pentacles and Spirit and the universe is just dropping those opportunities in and those connections in and the reflections in and the awareness, it all comes in. It's a big spiritual month for Taurus. And maybe you've been, stepping away from the intuitive side of things, or you just haven't been able to sit and focus because you've been so physically focused and physically disciplined. Well, this month is looking at the bigger picture, bringing the emotions back in, bringing the spiritual reasoning back in and the awareness back in, and for you to really hear what comes next. So that is what I have for Taurus for the month of November. If we vibe, please subscribe. I appreciate it so much. I'm wishing you all the best blessings and love always. Take care.